What's up, travelers, and welcome to another episode of the Horror Green Book. I am your guy, Brendan, and today, like I said earlier, we're going to search into the North Dallas Antique Mall and see what cool horror stuff that they have in one particular area of the Antique Mall. It's called Spider's Cave, and they're known for having a pretty cool selection of horror memorabilia from, today on to vintage stuff. It's a pretty busy Saturday, but as you can see, there are 3 floors, over 12,000 square feet of antiques, collectibles, retro furniture, decor, glass art. And entering inside, you see there are comics and posters, pop culture stuff up in the Spider's Cave. As I enter in, you can see the signage with the horror icons from Universal. See a lot of great stuff here already. Posters. Very, very nice. Universal stuff. Books. Oh wow, I actually remember this. They had this in my library as a kid, and sure enough, look, it's a library book. Yeah, I remember this from my elementary. They also had like the Dracula, Mummy, and all other ones. So this is a very, very cool sign to see. Loving this vintage record. As you see, there are also other cool vintage things. Frankenstein. Shout out to Boris Karloff. Some cool stuff from Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, The Fly. Original art. Lunch boxes. More signage. Tell you what, they really have stuffed a lot of items in a pretty small space. Like when I tell you, like, these posters are lined up, like there are so many of them. So if you're someone that's into posters, a lot of these are originals. Like, check it out, that Toxic Avenger one. Videodrome. And they're pretty good prices for all of these as well, so lobby cards from Fright Night. Look at this bust of the bride here. Very nice. A lot of items on this shelf from all different types of properties. And if you want to patronize them, there's the address. Spider's Cave. That is very dope. This cookie jar from 1964 for $300. It wouldn't focus there, but that's alright. Take my word for it. Scented candles, other cookie jars. Along this side we have some horror magazines. Very cool vintage stuff. So Fangorias, famous monsters of film. So if you want to find some cool vintage items, you have some of the prices. Check them out. We have a 60s era blow mold of a jack-o'-lantern. This cool little top hat on. Very nice. And they were wanting $50 firm for it, so I wonder if it still works. If it works, that's actually not a bad deal. On the back side of that shelf, you see you have other items as well. You have some Mego figures. Nice Godzilla pocket card. These figures here. Creature from the Black Lagoon mug. I'm liking all the stuff that I see here. I would say it's been worth the trip. Out of all the things that I see in here, this is the one thing that really catches my eye. This Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5 poster. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of the Dream Child, but this artwork is, I mean, there's something about it. Maybe because it reminds me of the newspaper ad with Freddy with the baby carriage. So, this isn't bad. I'm going to think about this one. For $28? It looks like everything's like 10% off. That's over like $10. I may think about that. As a horror guy that's also into sports, I find this also very cool. You see, it says a 1976 original. Alright. It's also another very awesome item. How could you not be infatuated with this original Vampirella painting? It's like so dope, and it's also signed. Something tells me that John Carpenter would absolutely love this shirt. Who am I kidding? I actually really like this shirt. As I look into this cabinet that's filled with different knickknacks, I can't help but to really like this vintage witch postcard from 1911. That is like so freaking cool. Yo, check out this The Monsters card game from 1964. $125. That actually isn't that bad. I'm actually really digging the collection of stuff that they have here. Needless to say, I think I'll be back to see what new stuff they may come across. Well, travelers, thank you so much for joining me as I checked out the Spider's Cave here at the North Dallas Antique Mall. I had a fantastic time. They have like all types of great vintage items. If you saw anything that you liked, or if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, or if you're visiting, come out and check them out. I'm sure they would appreciate the business. Again, if you liked what you saw in this video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your guy Brendan with the Horror Green Book. Again, it's spooky out here there in these streets. Make sure to let me know that you made it home safely.